But yeah, bro, like literally they sent this back and Kendrick's like, yeah, Kendrick Lamar, what up, Tone? Like shouting out my random boy who's a gym teacher now. Like, and bro, he lays this verse down. I'm like, I'm like, this dude is special.
Any exciting stories you can share from that time period with like artists?
Oh, dude, so many. I mean, the biggest one, I think, I don't want to say a lot of people know, but I feel like a decent amount of people know is the TDE relationship. So I was approached by them in 2008, maybe? No, I would say 2009 because that's I just told you I started Twitter in 2009. So it must have been 2009 because I was approached on Twitter by somebody. It was a girl named Jen. She went by Street Goddess. I still talk to her to this day. Super nice girl. And she had this giant TDE tattoo all over her arm, and I'm assuming she still has it. And she reached out to me and she said, "Hey, I work for TDE, Dawg Entertainment. We got a bunch of dope artists. Like, you guys need to get hip." Because at this time, we didn't really cover them, right? So I was like, all right, cool. I'll see what I can do. They sent me music. And I think at that time, J-Rock had just signed a deal with Warner. And he put out this record called In the Ghetto. And it featured Lil Wayne and will.i.am. And we covered that. I remember we covered that.
He was with
And
Strange Music, right?
no, it was just Top Dog at that time. He didn't join Strange until like probably the 2010s.
Oh,
Later
okay.
on,
Gotcha.
probably like 2015, 16, 14. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. But no, he was just signed to TDE through a deal with Warner, to my knowledge. And so that was a single they were pumping. So then, Jen was like, "Hey, I know you're in Philly. Like, we're all the way out here in Watts and different places in Cali. Can you help us get their music, J-Rock's song, out to the East Coast?" I'm like, "Sure. Like, I'll just give it to all my DJ friends and people in music." And I had other relationships now at that point, New York. And so they sent me a bunch of those not mixtapes, the single cover. They look like a mixtape, but the single cover with the CD. They sent me some Top Dog merch, stuff like that, right? So I would go give it out to people and just tell people they need to check them out and all that. So I did that for a little while. I wasn't paying or anything like that. I was just kind of looking out because I liked the music and I was like, these people are pretty dope. DX started covering them a little bit more. And then I remember they hit us up and we're just like, "Hey, we got this new artist named K.Dot." And I think he was 16 at that time. And I'm like, okay. So they sent over some music and it was good. We're like, "Oh, it's pretty dope." Like, cool. Like, and I think we ended up doing something with them. But as I was talking to the girl Jen, we were talking just more about how we can help more. I was trying to put together a Philly meets like Compton or Philly meets Watts type of mixtape where I could try to get Beanie and Freeway and PD Crack and like, all these Philly rappers that do like a collab mixtape with all the Top Dog artists. And then we could basically swap fans. That was kind of the idea. Wish it happened. Never did because nobody knew who they were. And I'd ask people, they'd be like, "Huh?" Some Freeway said yes. There was a few people I remember who said yes, who were super cool. Like, "Yeah, music dope, we'll do it." Da, 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 da. Never happened.
Dang, I wish.
But over that
I
time,
bet you they wish it happened now.
yeah, bro, that shit would have been so crazy. That's the first thing. But over time, bro, so I was doing like a lot of these different things, and I think Jen and maybe the whole crew, who knows? Because the only other person I talked to was Punch, for some time back then. But I think they felt it like, damn, like this guy's been helping us outside of DX, like plugging us. He's helping us with some stuff. Never paid him a dime. Not that I've ever asked for money, but they're just like, "Yo, we're gonna send you some merch, like personal merch." So like, there's a plaque behind me if you could see it. It's next to the BeatStars one that has like a
Right.
head, 2 CDs. That's all. That's all. That single plus it's the TD first mixtape they dropped, signed by everybody. Kendrick, well, it was K.Dot at
Wow.
that time, Absol, Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, and then there's a personal note written from J-Rock to me thanking me. They giving me drops, like I have drops of them guys shouting me out. So they did a bunch of really cool shit, but I'm just like, "Yo, I would love to get a song with you guys. I'm helping you. Can we get a song together?" They're just like, "Yo, send it over." So my boy, the guy who I said won that last beat battle, I felt was one of the best producers that I was working with. His name is Natural. Um, I was like, "Bro, give me some beats. I'm gonna get this guy J-Rock. He signed to Warner. Like, he's dope. Like, I'm gonna get him on a beat for you." So okay. So he gives me this beat, fire. It's just some like boom bap hip hop shit, but like definitely something I could hear J Rock on. It had a dope vibe. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I send it over. You know, a couple weeks go by, maybe a month. Like, man, I'm never getting this track back. Probably hit him up. What's up with the track? They're like, oh, yeah, we'll have it tomorrow or something or whatever. We'll have it in a day. All right, cool. So lo and behold, here they come back. Here you go, dude. We've recorded. Oh, by the way, K.Dot heard the beat and loved it and asked if he could get on it, and we thought it was cool. So we put him on there too. But he changed his name from K.Dot to Kendrick Lamar. So if you're wondering who this guy is saying Kendrick Lamar, that's him. I'm like, whatever, cool. You got to remember, he just was not there yet in 2009 or whatever. Like, it was just, J-Rock was actually the lead act they were pushing.
Right. He was the hype man for J Rock.
J-Rock was the man at that point. But, so they send me back this song, bro. Kendrick first verse, J-Rock verse 2, and then I put my boy, who's funny enough, like a gym teacher now and doesn't rap. He raps, but he's not in music at all. He's microphone tone, mic tone. Philly rapper, Italian Philly rapper, super crazy, super dope lyricist. But yeah, bro, like literally they sent this back and Kendrick's like, yeah, Kendrick Lamar, what up, Tone? Like shouting out my random boy who's a gym teacher now. Like, and bro, he lays this verse down. I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, this dude is special. And then I'm like, okay, then Rock First was cool. He shouted out my boy Natural on the beat too, which is crazy. So the song was like super customized, and I think they did that on purpose to show love, which I appreciated. But bro, I never been able to release the song because by the time like I got the song, I had it. I don't even think streaming was a thing at that point. Like I didn't know what to do with it. There was no paperwork, and then like literally a year later, Kendrick blew up. Like
Oh
he
shit.
was Section 80 came out,
So
and then
you
from
never put
there,
it out? Not even on YouTube or anything?
no, bro. I got it on YouTube right now, unlisted, so I can go listen to it when I want to listen to it. We can listen to it. You want to listen to it?
Wow. Yeah, I
I
want
don't.
to
I
listen
don't. I
to
don't
it.
want to get sued though, bro. So I mean, it's funny
We'll
too. 'Cause
listen to it after the interview, okay?
I.
Yeah.
It's a dope, bro. It's a dope song, but yeah, it's crazy too because Kendrick still follows me to this day on Twitter, and like I go back to hold on, let me look at the date right now. I'm gonna tell you the date. The date with him goes back to when he sent me his direct email. I'm like, and I've emailed it over the years to see if it still works when he doesn't respond. Um,
I would do the same shit.
bro, I had a podcast back in the day too with this porn star named Julia Bond. Don't ask. But
Oh,
I would talk music and she would talk I don't even know what, but she was a big porn star back then. J
I
Rock and
remember her.
Kendrick would come into the room. It was on, I'm trying to remember the channel was on because no one had video cast. It was a video cast thing. And they would come in and they had their studio that they record out of, I learned it was like all wood, but they'd always be in this like all wood room and like just, but they were there just shouting me out like, yo, Mike, what up? Like, they were super cool, man, back then. Because you gotta remember, like, that time they weren't who they are and what they were doing, so it's just like any creator I talked to, it was just a conversation that was just normal, like, I'm not gonna say
Right.
friends, but just supportive, helpful, like, I don't know, they were cool dudes, man, like, I always rocked with them. I'm trying to where the hell do you get DMs on, desktop? Oh, chat, duh. They changed the name. Let me see, Kendrick Lamar. Hold up, I gotta go back up. November 30th, 2010, bro. He sent me his email.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's when. So he follows me, J Rock. They all do. Punch. They all do. Like all the two, they all still follow me. So what happened? I'll summarize. I can't get into it all because some of it's some personal shit that I don't actually know the full scope, and I don't want to label or say anything that's wrong.
Right.
But basically, from what I heard, is even before Kendrick blew up, the girl Jenna worked with, unfortunately, was released from TDE, if that makes sense. She no longer was working with them. And I'll leave it at that. So they didn't talk to her. They were talking to me through her. Relationship ended. That's it.
Damn.
But they still follow me and all that stuff. And I talked to Punch maybe like 2 years ago. And I hit him. He said, bro, I remember you, man. You were there early on. I'm like, yeah, man, what's up? Let's work. Like, not like I'm looking for a job. Like, bro, I'm fine. I'm not looking for money. Like, bro, I have so many producers and so many things we could do. Like, how can we help you guys? But never went anywhere. I'm not blaming him at all. Like, the busy guy. He probably remembers me, but doesn't remember me. Um, is what it is, bro. But it was a really cool learning experience and a really interesting one because I was able to watch these guys go from the start to stardom. And then there's other people too, dude. Like I remember talking to Wiz Khalifa probably same time, 2009. And he had a little bit of a buzz. He wasn't like a nobody, but he wasn't where he's at now, obviously, or even a few years later. But I got to talk to him about content rollouts and